Hello, we wanted to welcome you back to the new school year. We're excited to have all of our science teachers back. We are Ryan Flint and Courtney Putman. I am the science coordinator here in Irving Independent School District, and we put some of our contact information here, and I've gotten to meet almost all of you. We spent a little bit of time with new teachers this past week, and we're super excited for all of our new teachers that are coming in to Irving ISD. So when you see them, please give them a warm welcome. Courtney Putman is joining us as our secondary science specialist this year, and we are really excited that she gets to come in and work with all of our middle school teachers here in Irving. She's got a very strong background in science. She was at Sam Houston for the past 6 years, and she's got a total of 13 years in the classroom teaching 8th grade science. And she is also AVID certified, and she was instrumental in helping Sam Houston get some of their AVID certifications, as well as she's our Irving ISD Secondary Science Teacher of the Year. So that's also very exciting. And congratulations, Courtney. Why don't you go ahead and take a moment and say hello?
Hi guys, I am so glad to be a part of the team again. I spent the last 2 years with AVID, and as much as I love AVID, science has been calling me back home. So I'm glad to be back with the science peeps, and I am looking forward to working with everybody. So I'm just glad to be here.
Now, we wanted to go over a few updates that are coming our way in the science world. First, we'll start off with swags. Of course, you're in your first swag for the school year, but here is the calendar for the remainder swags of the year. And we wanted to let you know that we are planning on having virtual swag throughout the fall semester. And there's a high possibility that we'll have virtual swag throughout the entire year. So here is our current swag calendar, and we just wanted to provide that for you. In addition, we also wanted to look at labs. So with some of the situation that's going on, wanted to give you some updates there. And one of them is that we still need to have 40% of the science class doing laboratory investigations. And that's still a TEA requirement. And so then it becomes, how are we going to do that, and how can we do that safely? So as we are moving into remote learning and a form of where we were going to have some kids that are remote and some kids that are face-to-face, we wanted to make sure to take into account some safety considerations. So right now we are looking at labs being virtual or demonstrations that you can record some kind of simulation, such as gizmos or a FET or something along those lines, where we can still have the students taking data, or we are taking data collectively during a demonstration and then providing that data for the students to analyze, and then go through and be able to complete their conclusions from that data. So we can do labs, and we can do them safely. We just need to take into account the current situation with COVID-19. It's not a forever thing. We will get through this together. But we also want to make sure to make sure that you are safe and that the students are safe. And so the best way to do that right now is to make sure that we do labs that are simulations, or somehow we can do a lab demonstration that is virtual. If you have some concerns or questions about that, please let your department chair know, or feel free to contact me too directly, and we can have some of those conversations on the best way to do that as a team. Next, I wanted to just discuss access equity. We want to make sure that we look at doing those labs similarly for the kids that are at home, that are in the classroom, so that we are able to have equal access and equity with those students that are both here with us and also going to be at home. Even when they're with us in the classroom, we're going to have to still maintain social distancing and sanitation. So keeping that into account, I think, again, virtual labs, lab demonstrations that we record, simulations, those are going to be the best way for us to proceed just for a little while, just to make sure we keep ourselves and our students healthy and safe. Now, with remote learning, we have some digital resources embedded into our curriculum, and our curriculum writers are going to go through some of those right now, or in just a moment, maybe not like right now, but in a moment, they're going to go through those digital resources that they have put into curriculum to help us with remote learning. I do want to point out some remote learning systems that we have, digital systems that we have. One being STEM scopes. This year, a nice thing about STEM scopes, currently the technology department is working on rostering all the students into classes for you, and we think we can get that done, and that should be happening next week, the week after Learn to Inspire, where we get your students rostered into STEM scopes. Additionally, we've got some wonderful STEM scopes training, both introductory and advanced training going on during L2I. So if you want to know how to set up the classes and do the basics, go to the intro. If you want to get a little bit deeper into the differentiation and some of the other resources that are available along with planning tools, go to the next steps of STEM scopes, the advanced STEM scopes course, and we will help you out with that. Another one that we have is Gizmos. And again, we have an introductory course, but we also have an advanced course that goes through the 5E model and shows you where Gizmos can fit into learning, not just as a lab replacement, but into the different parts of the 5E model, where you might use it as an engage. Instead of a lab replacement, you might use it as an engage activity. So Gizmos is gonna go through that with you in a little bit deeper training. We also have access to Achieve 3000. And just like the other two, we've got an introductory training, but we also have a little bit deeper training for those of you who have been using Achieve 3000 for the past year. So we wanna make sure that we are providing the teachers that are new to Irving ISD or new to these programs some training and some resources over it, but we also want to make sure that those of you who have been with us and have been in Irving, and we love that you guys have been with us for so long, we want to make sure that we are enriching you and enriching your teaching career too. So we've got a couple of different levels of training there with them. And then we have Actively Learn for the honors courses, and we're doing some training during Learn to Inspire, but we're going to do some ongoing and follow-up training throughout the year. This week is just an introductory training to Actively Learn. Morgan Suma is going to come in and she does some wonderful training. She's already worked a little bit with some of the curriculum writers in Actively Learn. She is a great trainer, so expect more to come with that for our honors classes. And we also have other resources that are going to be available through the curriculum website. So be sure to check our curriculum website and the resource link there that we have on the curriculum website for the different digital resources. This year, for honors classes, we are differentiating out the learning experiences. So for on level, they'll have a certain set of learning experiences, and the honors classes will have another set of learning experiences, and our curriculum writers are going to walk you through that during your swag today. Now, the pacing with the honors is going to be the same as on level. So you're following the same scope and sequence as the on level, both the honors and the on level, with the exception of chemistry and physics. Chemistry and physics, they are preparing their kids for an AP class, so their scope and sequence is more differentiated. But the other grade levels and contents, they are going to be the same. But they're going to have different learning experiences built into them. Again, honors has Actively Learn too. So we have a couple of new courses that we've been able to write curriculum for. Environmental systems, which is for our seniors, and environmental systems pre-biology, which is going to be for our freshmen. And it's for those freshmen who just need a little bit more time to develop their literacy skills, more time to develop the English language, more time to work with their math skills. And that is the purpose of this course, is to help give those students a little bit more time, as well as take the environmental systems TEKS and the biology TEKS, see where they line up, and be able to do some crossover with those two courses, so that we're using that environmental systems class to prepare them for biology, and really create a very strong foundation for those students as they enter into biology, both with their vocabulary, with some of the content that's crossover. So we are super excited to have both of these courses added to our curriculum, and we're hoping to add more courses in the future to the curriculum. I know some of you out there will be excited when we're able to add things like anatomy and physiology and forensics to our curriculum. So, and I am too, and we will continue working towards adding more and more to our curriculum, making our curriculum in Irving more robust over time. We also want to say thank you to our wonderful curriculum writers. They have worked hard this summer getting ready for this school year, adding in some wonderful digital resources. We're excited to see all of the new curriculum in action inside the classrooms, and we want to let you know that we're all here to support you, and we're all in this together. And please let us know what your needs are throughout the year. We're going to be in contact with you. We're still going to be doing our swags, and we're super excited about those, and we're super excited to get feedback on curriculum from y'all. We want to say thank you. We are here to support you.
Just thank you so much. We know it's a different time, us going virtually, and we're so glad that you're here with us, and we're here for you if you need anything.
All right. Y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for being a part of Irving ISD.
Bye, guys.